pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone.
On the double. Easy.
They'll run the toss. He couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Across the 45. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
They call 3rd down money down for a reason. Like 2nd down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered, doesn't force the football, and even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big first down for this offense.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The throw to the outside is complete.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. He wants to change this route. Goes to the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Tuna, come on, set. Ready, go.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the easy completion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Kick is good. And the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gashing the D on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here.
Flex. Ringo.
Run it with the fullback. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Get set.
Motion from the back. On the option. Fighting off the defender. Across the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Navy! Excellent pass by the back on the option. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 21 over UAB. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
On the option. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Okay, ready? Set. Ready.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The option look. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got...
Turning it on! Past the 30. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? The ball. Here he comes on the bootleg. And he makes his way into the end zone for the 2.
Well, if you want to get something done, you better just do it yourself. Nobody open in the end zone that time. Quarterback's able to scramble and get in for 2.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
On the set.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Line is set on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gives it on the option.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeps it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Navy.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Now on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And how nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down. Like, I know I have options. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm just going to let me run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra set of downs.
The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go. 691, Gators score.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
Get set, get set. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. The lead up to 5 in the second quarter.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Washington right back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They send the tight end in motion. The give out of the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's got room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Now from inside the red zone. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The toss sweep to the right. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Leading by one, they'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. On the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Sends it back in motion. Here comes the option. The pitch. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Goes to the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Huskies. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And they'll try to tack on 2.
6 remain. 6 remain. Ready. Ready, go.
Off play action. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Murphy. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He'll pitch it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll toss it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make... Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the RPO, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Huskies are in the hurry up. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They want to throw it. Looking to scramble. Zings it complete to the right. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Navy offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll run the option. Oh, he's got a chance. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 24 to Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Navy will go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Slithers into space. Turning it on. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The option look. He'll toss it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Motion from the back. They'll go to the toss. Running to Green. He's loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Got a man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Now on the option. Quick toss. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Bringing the heat. The ball pops out. And the offense gets the ball back as time expires, and that sort of sums up the end of this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to